Hi, happy Monday. It's Meredith. I'm here with our message for the 19th of April, 2021. We're using the Lightseers Tarot again for our message today. Let's check out what's unfolding in the energy atmosphere according to the cards today. Oh, you're going to like this one. The Four of Wands. Starting off with the Four of Wands. How fancy and fortunate is that for us, right? Happiest card out of the minor suits of tarot, and lots of stability. I love seeing this. The weekend reading had given us just a tiny bit of pause because we were seeing the Devil card mixed in with all these really happy cards speaking to our journey and coming out of a period of experience where we may not have had some clarity, and it took a bit of time for the wheel of fortune to turn in such a way that things became brilliantly clear for us. And there was also a message out of that weekend reading about how there's a lot going on behind the scenes. And that's where the devil can pop up for us, because when we don't have evidence for what's actually unfolding for us, we can have issues of uncertainty, doubt, fear, worry, concern, right? So here we are starting our Monday with the Four of Wands, one of the happiest cards, most stable cards in tarot. So there it is. We're dancing on our foundation, and we have the Star card coming along with it, and we have the Hierophant. And as I look at the Hierophant today, I'm seeing commitment. There's a lot to this card, kind of like the Eight of Wands. There's a lot to the meaning of that card. There's a whole lot to the meaning of the Hierophant, and it can manifest, the meaning can manifest uniquely for each of us. So let me just go over those. First of all, this is a card of education, edification, going out, finding information, teaching oneself. It's a card about mastery. It is also oftentimes called the High Priest. So in a way, a counterpart to the High Priestess. I don't feel that connection personally through my intuition in tarot. I feel a greater counterpart to the High Priestess is the Death card. That's my intuition, though. You take it where it's most relevant for you. Another thing, when you see the Hierophant, there can be a bringing together, a weaving together of energies. It has been known to be a marriage card, also like the Eight of Wands, which we saw over the weekend as well. So what I'm sensing here with the Star sitting between the Hierophant and the Four of Wands, the Star is such a beautiful co-creative card, co-creating with divine order, divine all, being in great self-relationship. It's the card that follows the Tower. We certainly did see the Tower last week, and it's walking from walking out of the debris field of the Tower and creating anew. So when we pull a tower down, there's what's left in the rubble. Is it of service to us? Is it no longer of service to us? And the Star card helps us define that. It's a card that connects beautifully to the Strength card in tarot. There are typically 8 stars on the card, and the primary guiding star has 8 points on it as well. So in Lightseers Tarot, you see this beautiful connectedness from heart space to the heavens. And I like this because it brings us that message of heaven touching earth within the self. And why not? Here we are dancing happily on the Four of Wands, super solid foundation. We've come away from a potential Tower experience out of last week's readings, and we're into stability. And that's another message of the Hierophant. This is a very stable card, though it will have us challenge our values, belief system, and programming. Hence the education, edification aspect of this card. So pay attention to your intuition and be in the spirit of co-creativeness. We've talked about just recently how the King of Pentacles was showing up consistently for a while because his awareness is on the now, the reward of prior effort, and contributing to the oncoming. And I feel that as we are here so happy and stable on our Four of Wands, we are contributing to the oncoming through the Star in a co-creative connection to divine all, divine order, and we may be deepening our commitment to that action. Powerful first three cards. And whoa, look what's coming out for us. I'm so glad it's showing up. We have the Eight of Wands again, which is a double four, exceptionally stable. This is a communication card. It's a momentum card in tarot, so it's incoming information. I often feel that it's all about our own inner voice. It's our inner high priest, high priestess speaking. Being our own oracle. This could, though, quite literally be connection, communication with other people. You could be receiving a message from someone. Though I'm leaning more toward connection to the Hierophant in this reading, because this is also considered a marriage card in tarot. It is the bringing together of energies. I also feel a touch of temperance on this card. A little bit of alchemy mixed in the Eight of Wands. So we have this 8, which is a double 4, plus we have the 4. So that's the 4 of Wands 3 times over. And that is an exquisite energy atmosphere, and it is swift moving. Coming with, oh, how fantastic. Coming with our Eight of Wands is the Hanged Man, a pause in the action, suspension. So this is really beautiful because we have this momentum off this 8, and we know it's a swift moving energy. And then we have a pause in the action. We have the pause in the momentum, and it's a pause for enlightenment. So we suspend the energy to, as I sense it intuitively, to appreciate the download, the communication with the universal all, and or communication with others. These incoming messages and the exchange of energy for us in connection, communication with our primary priority relationships. So we pause to savor that, because there is enlightenment, not only connecting within self relationship, divine order, but within those relationships that are so precious to us. Oh yeah, look at this. 6 of Pentacles. This is not a card we see very often in our readings, and I love that it's here. Let's pay attention that we've got what looks like the number 8 in the middle of the card. We know it's an infinity loop. We could turn this on its side even if we wanted to, but there's the infinity loop. This card brings harmony and balance and generosity, as well as the spirit of reciprocity. So sweet, because it connects nicely to the message that I'm feeling about the King of Pentacles. And even though we aren't seeing his card yet, and perhaps he's here in the mix, we'll see. I do feel the presence of that card. I also feel the world, and I feel the Wheel of Fortune present here. It is this spirit of reciprocity. It's how we invest our energies, which is why we pause in the action here with the Hanged Man. We take kind of a time out to appreciate all that is right here, right now, as well as what contributed to it and how we will contribute to the oncoming. Coming with our 6 of Pentacles is the Lovers, also a 6 in tarot. Lots of harmony, lots of balance here, and you can see this process, right? So we're in a very enthusiastic state of being on the 4 of Wands, and we have an overflow of energy, so beautiful, and we're contributing that to divine order on the Star card to create more reward in the oncoming. And we are most definitely in joyful commitment to our journey at this time. Also mindful of how we are investing our energy, how we weave our energies into our most precious relationships. And then we have great momentum here with the 8 of Wands, that swift moving, super stable energy that gives us pause to appreciate. And now we have these 2 6s, the 6 of Pentacles, reciprocity, and a decision to keep that kind of flow going. The Lover's card is all about making a choice. And one of my favorite readers on YouTube reminds us whenever she turns over the Lover's card that there's almost always a sacrifice involved in the choice being made on the lovers. You know, to make a decision and move on in any one direction, we may have to sacrifice something else. I don't necessarily agree with that. We may go into a phase of discovery and then come back and go in a different direction with discovery. So no opportunities are lost. All opportunities are explored. And we do that in harmony. We do that in balance. At the core of the Lover's card, though, is a follow your heart message. Now, for a couple of weeks, we were getting that message, follow your heart. And we talked about, or the cards shared with us, and we talked about how following our heart is more complex than we might at first think. It is so easy to say, follow your heart. And, you know, we saw the Queen of Swords in that mix with that message. And she knows that at times it's quite difficult to satisfy an energy. And that's where we might feel a sense of sacrifice there on the Lover's card. Sometimes following our heart means saying no to one situation so we can say yes to a different situation or circumstance. Though there's a lot of balance, a lot of stability, and a lot of happiness here in the reading. So I don't feel that the choices before us at this time require any kind of a sacrifice. We may create some kind of delay or postponement rather, while we explore one energy as opposed to another. Though I do feel, I'm going to come back around to some more of the traditional meanings in the cards here, because we've got the Eight of Wands, which is a marriage card, as is the Hierophant card, and we have the Lovers, and we're talking about our primary, most precious relationships. So there is a beautiful divine connection here in the way that we communicate with a beloved in our life. Okay, next. Oh, the Moon. Yeah, something of the unknown becomes known. I like this because of the messages we received in repeat last week, where we were not necessarily having full clarity, full disclosure, we'll say. I feel that that energy has definitely shifted. When I see the Moon, that's always a signal for me in a reading that our intuition is turned way, way up. And the Moon brings us a different kind of enlightenment, right? The sun is brilliantly clear, and so clear at times we could be blinded. But with the Moon present, which is borrowed light of the sun, we have a different kind of contrasting light. So we're not going to miss anything under the sun or under the moon for that matter. And we're going to be deeply moved by our own intuition. So listen to that inner voice. And then we have the Death card, a simultaneous ending and beginning. And that also feels harmonious, balanced to me as well, because we have this Six of Coins over here. We definitely have a spirit of reciprocity. So whatever we are investing energetically into our goals, dreams, and intentions, we will have reward paid forward for us because of that. And I feel the Death card connects very nicely in the center of that message. And then, wow, look at this. Now we have the sun. So we have the sun and the moon. There's no way we're going to miss any of our intuitive messages or guidance coming off this Eight of Wands. We also start the reading with the happiest card in the minor suits of tarot, and we end the reading with the happiest card in the major arcana. This is a card of love, bliss, joy, and happiness in tremendous, ignited overflow for us. So with the Death card present, what a beautiful alignment of major arcana cards here, right? Jeez. Anyway, with the Death card in the middle between the sun and the moon, I feel that the horizon we see in the face of the Death card is not at all obscured from our intuitive vision. We know exactly how to move forward in enlightenment. We're doing it swiftly. We are in a phase of co-creation with divine all, divine order, and we are in that phase happily so. Ooh, beautiful. These readings lately I feel they have been super powerful. I'm so excited about them. Leave some comments if it's in your heart to do so. All right, Angel Answers. This is an opportunity to get confirmation for yourself for something related or not to what's here. A fresh message or an answer to a question. Our first card. Don't stop. Emphatically, don't stop. Yeah, keep going. And look for a sign. I love seeing this card. I love seeing it, especially when we have the moon and the sun here. So if you're asking for a sign, you are going to be really hard pressed to miss the sign. It will not be obscured from your vision for sure. You may need to slow down and hang out a bit for enlightenment like the Hanged Man, but that's time well spent. Next we have emphatic yes. Ooh, that's exciting. That's a fantastic answer to my question. One more. Oh, I like this too. Improving health. Haven't we seen this one recently? No, we saw recovery recently. Improving health. I like this. All the stability here in the reading from our 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, having the 6 of Pentacles, the sun and the moon. There's a whole lot of balance. So improving health here says a lot for the inner landscape. You know, we are quite likely experiencing a deep inner peace, and that is so lovely for our attitude. Okay, and our positive energies and positive thoughts. Our affirmation for the day from the Super Attractor deck is to begin the practice of allowing, ooh, star card, I must get out of the way and let spirit give me direction. Yeah, that's divine order, that's divine flow, and that's the star in the reading. So get out of your own way, let the incoming information on that 8 of Wands come in and let it bless you beautifully. Have a beautiful Monday, everybody. As always, thank you for watching. Do hit the thumbs up. Deeply appreciated. Bye for now. Namaste.